external rotation of the shoulder usually is prescribed through resistance bands such as double-handed external rotation. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think the biggest concern and question begins with, why am I not feeling it? And why is it prescribed by so many therapists with such high rates of failure? These videos are not intended for purpose of pure answers and cures, but they are designed to share my experiences and what has worked for me. These have been a hit at times. However, when using bilateral shoulder movements and performing external rotation, ranges of motion between the right and the left can be different. I might feel greater pull strain on my right at a greater angle, whereas my left struggles. And we don't see a lot of bilateral rotator cuff injuries. It's usually one-sided, ipsilateral. So let's break it down then. What's the next best thing? Cables. But however, the cables, I wish someone can invent a beautiful cable that has lighter resistance. There are, but not at affordable rates. And one plate is equivalent to 5 pounds. Stance is also an issue. Rotation, facing the cables. I've always found greater success using a very light band tied around a surface. And our goal to begin with is isometrically loading the rotator cuff and building the endurance first, as opposed to going straight to repetitions where that first 0 to 30 degrees, most activation comes from within other muscles, the supporting muscles, and then the rotator cuff that's injured barely gets a chance at the end. But by the time it's activated, you're bringing back into your eccentric load. So concentrically loading in isometrics, I think, is fabulous. It's fantastic. And so we can start by facing the point of attachment, the band. And I would always encourage the band to be not as taut, so that you can push the limit of where you are in external rotation with the hands. And then from there, maybe comfortably be in a split stance so that they can regulate how much resistance they need by stepping back. And then when they find their area of comfort where, okay, I'm starting to feel something grab and something pinch, or something, well, not pinch, something starting to contract, we hold. You can try that laying down. You can try that up against a wall, cueing the shoulders down and back, and getting from behind the client and tipping the scapula sometimes helps. So go to the base, very bottom, inferior to it, poke it down a bit, tuck the shoulder down, give them those cues, and then see the results from that progressing. We'll work into that into other videos. So that right there, short, quick video. And I think that really does a number on my clients. But if you have something else, let's see what you got. Share that with me. Let's share it with the community, and let's make this channel for sharing these types of rehabs that work for the clients, as opposed to our typical go-to. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got.